Welcome to the GRE GMAT free video series. Today we are going to start a new chapter in arithmetic. The name of the chapter is profit and loss. Now today we will do the topic of profit and loss. This is a very important topic as whole of the business activities revolves around this topic. Every literate or illiterate, big or small, business units makes the practical use of this topic. In business activity, the persons having better understanding of this topic can analyze a situation much better and can take fast and accurate decisions. Before going into the details of profit and loss, let us understand the few jargons or small concept related to profit and loss. So that will make you to understand the terminology which is used in profit and loss and how to deal with that terminology. So let's say the basic concept, there is a cost price. Now the cost price means the price at which you are buying the product. Selling price, the price at which you are selling the product. And profit is of course selling price minus cost price, because you buy at $100 and you sell at $110, so $10 is your profit. So normally the SP is more than the CP, but sometimes because of the discounts or because of the slack season, the retailers are giving the selling price which is less than the cost price. So here they are going to make a loss. As I discussed in the previous chapter, that is on percentage, there are two type of cases. One is the case of amount, another one is a case of number. So case of amount and case of number is very useful to find out CP means cost price or SP. So sometimes the SP is given in the example and then you need to find out the cost price. Sometimes the cost price is given in the example and you have to find out the selling price. But when we are finding the cost price and selling price, why do we find out the cost price and selling price? That we need to understand. Cost price and selling price is the base to find out what is the profit and what is the loss. So after finding the sales price and the cost price, you will understand the profit and loss. Now, how much percentage of profit and how much percentage of loss, that you need to calculate. If it is a case of amount, the case of amount means the profit figure is coming in any currency form. For example, let's say a profit of rupees 100 or $100 or real 100 or yen 100 or dirham 100. So any currency figure will be given. And from that currency figure you have to calculate the profit percentage. So when the profit figure is given in the money terms or in rupee terms or in dollar terms, then the profit is divided by the cost price. Profit is divided by cost price multiplied by 100. Same is the case with loss. So loss is again divided by the cost price multiplied by 100, because in case of amount the base is cost price. Now case of number. In case of number, the rupee value is not given or dollar value is not given or the yen value is not given or the real value is not given. Instead of that, it will be given that certain items, certain number of items is purchased and certain number of items are sold. Now the gap is profit or a loss, and you need to calculate the profit percentage and a loss percentage. So when there is a case of a number, the value will be given in terms of dozen or in terms of 100 or maybe in terms of meter or maybe in terms of gram or maybe in terms of kilogram or maybe in terms of liter. So when these kind of numbers are there in the example, then it is called a case of number. So whatever the profit is there, it will be divided by the sales price. So profit divided by sales price and loss divided by sales price. So the base will be SP in case of a number. So hope you will understand. This is the second time I am explaining. In the first time I already explained in the percentage chapter. But when we do the example, you will understand in a much better manner. Next is the concept of whole value. Now, whole value is a very important concept, and in many books it is not given. But we are going to discuss, because from the whole value you can calculate what is the selling price and what is the cost price of a given article. Whole value is also very important in the simple interest and the compound interest calculation. So please understand the whole value. So whole value is used to find out the cost price when selling price is given, or to find out the selling price when the cost price is given. So in business there is either a profit or a loss. So when there is a profit, we have to add the numerator and denominator. For example, let's say there is a 20% profit. Now we know 20% is 1 upon 5. So you have to add 5 into the numerator. So 5 plus 1, and you have to divide by 5. So 6 over 5. Now this 6 over 5, if you are finding out the CP, then this 6 over 5 becomes 5 over 6. And when you are finding out the SP, 6 over 5 will remain 6 over 5. So CP, when you are going to find out, SP value will be given. So you have to multiply by the SP. And when you are going to find out the SP, CP value will be given. So you have to multiply with the CP. And if there is, let's say, a loss, if there is a loss of, let's say, 20%, and we know 20% means 1 upon 5. Now here we are making a loss. So loss means minus figure. So 5 minus 1 divided by 5. So that comes to 4 over 5. And when you are going to calculate the CP, this figure will be flipped, and then 4 over 5 becomes 5 over 4. And when you are going to calculate SP, this 4 over 5 will remain 4 over 5. Let us start an example. Robert purchased 10 items at a price of 10 items at the price of $25 of each toys, and sold at $30 per toy. Then find out the profit and loss percentage. So purchase means CP. Remember, purchase means CP and sale means SP. So cost price is 10 and $25 each toy. So he purchased 10 toys. Each toy is costing $25. So how much money he is going to spend? 250. And he is selling $30 per toy. So he is selling $30 per toy. So he purchased 10 toys. So total he is getting $300. So the difference between SP minus CP is $50. Now this $50, because SP is 300 and CP is 250, so $50 is the profit. So per profit percentage you have to calculate. So how much is the profit? $50 is the profit. And what is the CP? 250 is the CP and 100%. So that comes to 20% is the profit to the Robert. Next, now the earlier example, this Robert example, it is called the amount of case of an amount, because here the rupee value is given, no, dollar value it is given. So the base will be CP. But when the dollar value is not given, instead of dollar value the numbers are given, then how we are going to find out the profit percentage. For example, 100 mangoes were purchased at rupees 350 and sold at rupees 448 per dozen. Find out the profit and loss percentage. Now dozen means 1 dozen is equal to 12 mangoes, and he purchased 100 mangoes. So how much dozen? So dozen is equal to 100 multiplied by 1 divided by 12. So that comes to 400. So selling price is 400. So 100 divided by 12. That many dozen he has purchased. And per dozen he is giving 48 rupees. So he is spending 400, he is selling at 400. So 400 is the selling price and he purchased at 350. So 350 is the sales price. But everything is in number, but here there is a catch. Rupees 350 is given. So again it is the case of an amount. So profit is 50 real, and because it is a case of amount, so it is CP divided by 100. So that comes to 14 to the 2 upon 7 percentage. Certain items are purchased at 5 rupees at 5 real for 6 and sold at 6 real for 5 items. Now you see, you have to, in such type of example, you have to bifurcate the dollar value and number of items. So first you have to write down the dollar value on one side and number of items on the other side. Now read the example once again. Certain items are purchased at 5 real. Certain items are purchased at 5 real. So SR is 5 real and for 6. So 6 is a number and sold at 6 real. So sold at 6 real for 5. So 4 5. Okay. Now how you are going to deal with this kind of example? So first you have to take this figure and cross you have to multiply with this figure. So 6 into 6 is 36. Then you have to take this figure and multiply with this figure, that is 25. The difference is the profit. Difference is the profit. Now this profit is coming in terms of number. So it becomes a case of a number, and we know in case of a number we are always dividing with the selling price, or the first calculation, that is 6 into 6 is 36, minus the second calculation, it is 5 into 5, that is 25, divided by the second calculation, that is 25. So that is the easiest way to understand. So 11 into 25 divided, multiply by 4, so you are making 44% profit. Next, a person purchased, purchase means CP, at rupees 10. So here we are writing the money value, that is rupees 10, 11 items. So here we are writing 11 items. And sold, so sold rupees 11. So here we are writing 11 and 10 items. So here we are writing 10 items. Now this is the first, that you have to multiply with this figure, that is 11. So 11 into 11 is 121, and then 10 into 10 it is 100, divided by the second. So 121 minus 100, so 21, and divided by the second value, that is 10 into 10, that is 100. So minus 21%. So because 100 is the SP and CP is 121, so it is a case of a loss. So minus 21 divided by 100, so that comes to 21% is the loss. A fruit seller purchased X apples in Y rupees and sold in Y rupee and sold at Y rupee and sold at Y apples. Sold at Y rupee and at Y apples in X rupees. So for once again, a fruit seller purchased X apples and sold at Y rupee. So X apples and Y rupee, and then sold Y apples at X rupees. So first what you have to do, the purchase price you have to take. Here the purchase price is Y rupee, so here you have to write Y rupee. And how many apples? X apples, X number of apples. And then sold Y apples, so Y number of apples at X rupees, so here you have to write X. Now what we have to do, the first one you have to pick up this x into x, that is x square, and y into y is y square, divided by this second value, that is y square, multiply by 100% profit. So this is the answer. Now concept of the whole value, once again 20% profit means 1 upon 5, and when you are calculating the whole value, then you have to add this particular number into the numerator. So this 5 will go up and add into 1, so 5 becomes 6 divided by 5. And 20% loss means minus, so 5 minus 1 divided by this 5, so that is 4 over 5. So this is the concept of the whole value. And you know why whole value is required to be calculated? Whole value is required to be calculated to find very fast the cost price and the selling price of the product. Uses of the whole value that I already discussed. Now what you need to understand, when you are calculating the cost price, whatever the whole value comes, let's say the whole value is coming 5 over 4, then you have to flip this figure and then you have to convert into 4 into 5 when you are going to find out the cost price. And when you are going to find out the selling price, the whole value is, let's say 5 over 4, it remains 5 over 4 because you are going to find out the selling price. Let's say Abid purchased the cycle at rupees 1250. At what price would he sell so that he will get 10% profit? So CP is already given and you have to find out the SP. So Abid CP is 1250 and profit is 10%. Now we need to find out the whole value because we need to find out here the SP. So 10% means 10 over 100, that becomes 1 over 10, and profit means plus, so 10 plus 1 is 11 divided by 10. And here we need to find out SP. When you want to find out from SP, then it is a forward direction from cost price to selling price. So C comes first and sell price comes second. So it is a forward direction. And when there is a forward direction, this whole value will not be flipped. So 1250 divided by 11 over 10. So selling price will be 1375. A shopkeeper sold an item at rupees 390 and earned a 20% profit. Then find out the CP of the item. Now selling price is given, profit percentage is given. When profit percentage is given, we are going to find out the whole value. So 20% means 20 over 100, that is 1 over 5. So 1 over 5, and here it is said that profit. So profit means you have to add. So 5 plus 1, that is 6 over 5. Now what you need to find out? You need to find out the CP. Whenever you are going to find out the CP, please remember, whenever you are going to find out the CP, the whole value will be flipped. So 6 over 5 becomes 5 over 6. So 390 is the SP multiplied by 5 over 6. So the cost price will be rupees 325. Ryan sold his mobile at 570, then he made 5% loss. So here selling price is given and loss percentage is given. When the loss percentage is given, you have to find out the whole value because 5% is 5 over 100, that is 1 over 20, and here the Ryan is going to make a loss. So it is a minus. So 20 minus 1, that is 19 divided by 20. And what we need to find out? We need to find out the CP. Whenever you are going to find out the CP, then this figure will be flipped. So 19 over 20 becomes 20 over 90. So 570 multiplied by 20 over 90. So CP becomes 600. CP is rupees 600. So here we are completing the part 1 of the profit and loss. Please go through this, go through all the questions, solve all the questions by yourself and match the answers in the video. Understand the concept of the whole value, understand the concept of profit percentage, understand the concept of loss percentage, cost price and selling price. So we will see you again in part number 2 of the profit and loss.